welcome this morning to Little Hollow Homestead. We're on our way out to Uncle Muffin's cabin. We're going to go out and put the finishing touches on the pig pen expansion. We're bumping up our production from 5 pigs last year to 20 this year. So we've had to increase the size of our pasture we're going to raise them on. And we've got Uncle Muffin's tractor on the back here. As you can see, it's April 30th, and the high country still has plenty of snow for us for summertime. The big lake we're going to drive by here in just a sec. In fact, you can see it right there. If you go all the way to the right. It's hard to tell where the snow ends and the lake begins, but it's still frozen over. End of April. Probably won't have open water on that lake probably for another couple of weeks. Even though it's a nice spring day today, it still takes a long time to melt through all this snow and ice. So that's the plan for today. Beautiful weather. We should be able to work without any jackets on. We'll get this pig pen all ready to go. You'll notice when we start with the pig pen build, we've got electric wire. We're going to do an electric fence along the bottom. We're going to have the bottom of our fence rimmed with 2x8s. And that's what we're going to attach the hot wire to, and to keep the pigs in. It's because we're raising them so far away from home. We're going to have the fence, the solar powered electric fence to keep them in. We're going to have the bottom of the fence skirted in 2x8s, and then beyond that, all the way around Uncle Muffin's pasture area out here, there's a log fence. We'll show you all that when we get there. They even got some ice fishermen out there enjoying the sunshine this morning. That looks like I'll scoot over here so you can see them. Nothing is better than spring ice fishing. It's nice and warm, but you can get fried if you don't put sunscreen on or if you don't have a tent. So that's the plan for today. We'll keep heading down the road. We'll get to Uncle Muffin's cabin here in a minute. As soon as this nut job passes me, there he goes. And we'll get you caught up to date with the pig pen build and show you what we're doing. Stick around. Okay, so this was explaining on the drive out here. We're taking these 2x10s, 2x8s, putting a cleat on the outside of the fence to hold this together. And this is where we'll mount the electric wire about this high to discourage the pigs from moving underneath this or trying to lift. So our electric fence will run about right here. And if it wasn't 80 miles away, you could probably get away with just the electric fence, but that's why we have this. And then if you look out here, we've got a log fence all the way around it too, which isn't going to hold the little pigs, but when they get bigger, that would hold them in. You want to give us one more cleat here? That one. So there's the plan. We've got almost 2/3 of it done, so we're getting there. We'll keep after it, and then we'll come back and show you when we start putting the electric wire in. So you haven't seen this guy for quite a while. Uncle Muffin is making another appearance on the channel.
Howdy.
He tends to hibernate in the wintertime, but as you can see, it's a nice spring day, so he's up out of his hole. And
it's hot.
He's out here planting some trees and doing some other stuff. This is Mini Muffin. We'll call him Mini Muffin. He's out helping. You can tell he's sweating hard. He's been working so hard. Anyway,
yeah,
we're gonna go get our stuff done.
back.
Putting a little higher wall on this side because the wind blows this way every day. Give them a chance to lay against this wall, get out of the wind a little bit. Then my camera woman will explain what we're doing with the pallets, right?
Sure.
What are we doing with the pallets, camera woman?
We are making a little shelter for them to get in, out of the heat.
Out of how many pallets?
I think we're doing 3 or 4
4.
an area. 4 an area, like over in that corner, over here, probably over here. You just want 5, I'm assuming, yeah? So, yeah.
I think we're gonna burn that though. Next time out, when I have more screws, we're going to line these with 2x6s on the bottom. Give it a little more structural integrity, but these are just our little sun shelters for the pigs. Got 3 up, got what, 1 more to go?
Yep. Yeah, Uncle Muffin's father-in-law, or son-in-law.
About like that. That's a good angle for the dangle. Like that. Got it. That one there will almost keep out the rain. Just kidding. And I wonder why anybody ever watches this. Stupid comments like that. No wonder.
I put screws behind me.
Yeah, you did. See, this way we don't have to haul out all these 2x8s. Aren't you glad?
Yeah, I am. And buy decent screws.
Well, these are all used screws. That doesn't help either. That a kid. Okay, looks like that. Let's go to you a little bit, then we put the back pallet on. A little bit too ski-wampus. I'm saying?
I do.
Look at that one. That one's even got a little wiggle. I like it. Oh yeah, that's gonna hold up in a windstorm. That's why we put 2x8s on the bottom. And a back one along the back. You have to flip it there, I believe. We'll just pin these right here and call it good. That'll hold up for now.
Yep.
Alright. I'll bring my nail gun and compressor when we do the rest of this.
Yeah, that'd be a lot easier.
Yeah. So we'll need to get a washer because that'll slide on.
I got you, Chuck.
What?
I got you.
Okay. Well, that's meant for a round post, but I think we can make it work.
Explain what you're doing, babe.
I am attaching the mount for the solar energizer for fence, I think. It's a problem about being out in the middle of nowhere. When you run out of stuff, you are out. Alright, I got 2 washers for you. They're not big ones, but they are washers. Okay.
Here, you want to put one on this one?
I'm gonna have to put it. You hold the little the mount up here for me.
It's crooked, Nick.
I can't see what I'm doing.
It's for pigs.
Beautiful. Though.
Yeah, the other washer.
Yeah. It's not like we're gonna measure and make it perfect.
No.
For piglets. Oh, act busy. Here comes Uncle Muffin. We're not screwing around, Uncle Muffin. We're working.
That is solid.
Couple more on the other side. Famous last words. That's not going anywhere. And then stuff flies out of your truck. Fishy. Fine, Muffin. Hey, look who got a new hat. Uncle Muffin, he's like Minnie Pearl. You guys don't even know who Minnie Pearl is. Turn around, Uncle Muffin. Or come here. See? Minnie Pearl.
You want me to take the tag off your hat there, Lurber?
Okay, about 3 minutes. Stop it every time, Tate. 'Cause it'll.
That gonna work?
We'll make it work. I got a grabber right here too.
Oh. It'll be fine. Those are your famous last words.
Put it on there like that.
One more over.
Now we need an Allen wrench. Now Allen wrench, so we can tip it up a little and we're good.
What size? Yep, you're getting around there, bud.
That size.
Summer, spring, and fall. Do you have Allen wrench there?
Explain what you're doing, Jerry.
Huh?
Want to explain what you're doing?
We're currently waiting for Uncle Muffin to find an Allen wrench so we can adjust the angle of our solar panel so it gets maximum exposure, I guess, for lack of a better word. Your grandpa's got it right there.
No, that's too big.
Just right.
Want it backed up?
You're going to
Huh?
use the front of the tractor.
All right.
Bucket?
Solar panel is installed. Gonna run the grounding wire back off here into our grounding rod that you can see. Nice and shiny coppery grounding rod. The live wire, we're gonna come down here, insulate, go down to our fence. We're gonna put a piece of PVC pipe over this, past our feeder to our first insulator, and
That's
then
a water
we're off to the waterer. Thank you, Muffin Man. Yeah, that's the plan. Putting it out away from the corner. Don't monkey around in the corner. Things do better in circular pens, square pens. Okay, Uncle Muffin and I just drove out here again this morning just to put the finishing touches on our pig pen build. I think we are pretty much ready for pigs. I'll show you, give you a grand tour of the finished product. All we need to do is fill this pig feeder I'm leaning on and get that filled up and introduce some pigs, and I think we are good to go. Let me take you on the grand tour of the new facility here. All right, so we put our water barrels here, painted black so they don't freeze. The nipples aren't leaking, that's a good thing. They made it through the winter. We've got our metal gate here so the pigs can't get under it. It seals off nice and tight. Hold on. It seals off nice and tight right there, so the pigs shouldn't monkey with that very much. Other than that, everything else, the perimeter is completely covered in our electric fence. We've got some grass hay down there for the pigs to burrow in, at least for the first couple of months. They'll eat that up too. They like that stuff. I don't know about the placement of our barrels here, if the pigs are going to monkey with them and create a wallow underneath each of them right by the gate, but we'll see. We can always move them. We are going to provide plenty of water for them. We're going to have wallows out here. We've got a couple of little depressions. We've got that pool that we're going to line with cinder blocks filled with water, so plenty of places for them to cool off. We've got our little pallet sunshades here, just kind of dispersed throughout. You saw us put those together the other day, but we came and finished the job today and got them secure and solid. Dumped a scratching rock in here for them to rub their butts on. We left the old trailer in here just for nostalgia's sake and kind of look at the beginnings of this whole endeavor. This is where we raised 5 of them last year. Turned out really well. We did keep our live water supply right there. So I think we're just going to put some peanut butter on there or something so the pigs know where to find that as a backup water source to those barrels. So you can see the whole bottom's lined. We've got the electric fence all the way around this thing. Got the coffin feeder here that'll hold about 3,000 pounds of feed. Got a couple more pallet sunshades right there. We've got this old window well as well, to give them a little shade, get them out of the wind a little bit. We did build this west fence higher just to knock down the wind a little bit for them so they can lay along the bottom here if it gets cold and windy. Another thing I did the other day, I didn't show this, but this whole west side of our little structure here, I sheeted it with 2x6s and then some old fir flooring that we had out here to provide them a really nice windbreak, really good protection to get them out of the wind. Here again, we got another butt scratching rock. We'll show you that. Put that in there for them just to scratch on. Pigs are the itchiest animals I've ever seen. So hopefully this will satisfy their itch. So we got a couple old totes here we cut down so they can get into them. Put a couple of 2x6s on the bottom so they don't tip them. Don't tip them this way. If we find they're tipping it this way, we'll just take another 2x6 and put it across there. But this is for any slop we bring out. Our fermented feed will go in here. So every time we come out, take care of them, we'll fill these with fermented feed. Just keep their guts nice and healthy, and they get a lot more value out of fermented feed than just the standard feed that'll be in this coffin feeder. So I think we've done everything I can think of. There's nothing outside of here that would entice them to break out, and I think we've gone to great lengths to prevent that. Fencing, the beater boards on the bottom, and then that electric fence. So a couple of days we'll bring the pigs out here and we'll catch you up then. Got our solar panel doing its thing. It's been up there for a couple of days now. It needs to charge for 3 days before you can turn it on. But we're bringing the pigs out in 4 days, and so we'll flip it on and then we'll test the wire, make sure everything's functioning with our electric fence. So you can tell I came home and got showered and got the dust and dirt off of me after expanding the pig pen and finishing up our little project out there, and relaxing a little bit before we actually take the pigs out and introduce them to the new pen, the new facility. Hope all goes well there. We'll bring you along for that journey. And as always, appreciate you stopping by and checking us out here at Little Hollow Homestead. Appreciate the thumbs up always, and the subscriptions are appreciated. And take care. Have a good day wherever you are in the world, and we'll catch you on the next one.